everything okay today?
Yeah.
Voice and
Yes.
Perfect.
okay. Okay. Do you have any doubts up to yesterday completed topics?
No, Prasad, not right now.
Did you practice or not?
No, I did practice. The basic
But
topics I practiced, sum and filter and all of those things I did.
so any errors while you are practicing?
No, not really, no.
Okay. Are you trying to practice a different way or a different approach? Actually, what I just in my examples, what I told you that the same thing you are practicing or trying to some other different
I'm
functions.
trying to do some other things also. Like I'm taking examples from, the handbook you gave us, no? Initially, not the one you gave yesterday.
So what is the logic actually?
What is the?
Logic you tried.
Logic I tried, as in?
Any transformation. Actually, for example, if expression transformation, I gave the example on unit cap format and lowercase format and total salary, sum plus commission plus salary. So that is my example. But did you try some other different example? That's what I'm asking you.
I mean, example-wise, I tried the same thing. I changed a lot of things in between, and I was doing SQL also at the same time. So, and that's what I did.
Yeah, that's fine. And what about you, Preeti?
Yeah, similarly, I think I was getting onto the sequence part and sequence transformation, and I was I was just about to try a different example, modifying some of the field names, using a different field name, not the same field names that you gave.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. So, shall we start now?
Yeah.
Okay. So clearly understand here. Today our example is lookup transformation and stored procedure transformation. These two are different from others actually. These two transformations we can use in different methods. For example, within the pipeline and without the pipeline. The pipeline means here, clearly observe this. This is one mapping and this is the pipeline here. So connected. So pipe means if you pour some water or if you pour something anything, so from one end to other end, right? So just moving one item from one end to other end. So that is the way here I'm telling you here. So our data is moving from here left side to right side. So one way direction. That is why all these are pipeline. So in this pipeline, every transformation is connected, right? So these are all connected transformations. So we can use these transformations in connected only. So without connections, we cannot use these different type of transformations up to just yesterday last topic completed. So here actually we discussing about lookup transformation and stored procedure transformation. So these two are we can use connected transformation and unconnected transformation also. So if it is an unconnected transformation, then we need to call this particular transformation like any function of the program. So function means it was already declared or already created in the database level, for example. So the function already created, that means we can use this function in any other different programs or functions, whatever, whenever you want to call this, we can easily execute with the name of this function. So that means it's a reusable thing. So functions and procedures are reusable things in the database level. So those topic is implemented in here only. So lookup transformation and stored procedure, these both are, we can use this as a reusable and non-reusable. If it is a non-reusable, then we can use in connected transformation. If it is a reusable transformation, then we need to use this as an unconnected transformation. So if you use unconnected transformation, we need to call through expression transformation. By the expression transformation only we can call this. So otherwise we cannot call. So actually here, first example is lookup transformation. So the importance of the lookup transformation is the transformation lookups the data in the either database level or any other different flat file. So for example, actually, I'm trying to load the information from source EMP table to target some other different table. Okay. So I have a one table in the source and I have another table in the target. Only one. So in the processing of loading the data from source to target, actually in target table, I have an additional column of DEPT table. Right. Actually here in the EMP, we have 8 columns. Along with these 8 columns, I am using dname and location. These two are from DEPT table in the target table. That means target table should have 2 different tables columns. Actually, for EMP columns, we can use the data from source EMP table. That's not a problem. For DEPT table columns, the data is how you get the data. So that is the reason here we have to take one lookup transformation. So when you try to create the lookup transformation, it always checks whether it is asking on which table do you want to create the lookup transformation. So lookup transformation can create any other source table or target table or any different other schema table, the relational database level, or any flat file also, some other different path. So whatever we can use. For example, from source table, one record is coming to transformation to target, then the particular condition is available in this lookup transformation. If the lookup transformation condition is satisfied, then the lookup returns different columns from the lookup table. Lookup table means, for example, if you create the lookup transformation on the DEPT, then the data will give from lookup DEPT table only. So clearly observe this example. Here actually I'm trying to design one target table. So go to targets menu. So here from source EMP table, along with these tables, I want to take some other additional column of DEPT. Just I want to add here only. So after DEPT number, I want to take only 2 columns. One is dname, and another one is location. Of course, one more column DEPT number is also there, but I don't want to take DEPT number. I want to take only dname and location. Of course, if you want to take, no problem. That's different thing. So clearly observe here, these 2 different columns, dname and location, these 2 from DEPT table. Okay. So these 2 are varchar data type. So this is a relational database table, and just generate and execute. So go to target menu, generate and execute. We have to connect it to database. Here Prasad target, username is Prasad, and target is manager. Right, it is created, generate and execute. Right. So clearly observe, a table is created. I want to create one mapping because source EMP table is ready and target table is also ready. The mapping name is map underscore EMP underscore DEPT underscore lookup LKP. LKP is the shortcut name for lookup transformation, and it is connected transformation. Yeah, we can use connected and unconnected. So that is the reason here I am showing the example on connected. So connected transformation. So clearly observe here. From source it is EMP, and from target, oh sorry, I didn't change the name. Okay, so from target also it is EMP. Clearly observe here, I am trying to copy the columns of EMP to all directly to target table. So clearly observe this. But we have two more additional columns, dname and location. For those 2 columns, the data comes from lookup transformation. By using lookup, we can get the data from DEPT table. Actually, there is no DEPT table in our source. we are not taking the source table as a DEPT, right? But I want to move the data from EMP table only. But based on the EMP table DEPT number column, we need to get the data from DEPT table also. For example, here EMP number also having DEPT number and DEPT table also having DEPT number column. Okay. If the first record belongs to one department number 10, then there is the department number 10 record in the DEPT table. So we have to get the data from department number 10 from DEPT and finally load it in target table. So that is our requirement. So for example, actually, along with this employee information, we need to load the department information also for particular employees. For example, here, any of the employee, when you choose from EMP table, any of different department he is working. For example, Prasad is working from 10 department and Ketki is working from 20 department. Likewise, Preeti is working from 30 department. Of course, we are all belongs to one different department. So whatever the information of employee, the employee information, along with this information, the department information also we need to store in the target table. That is the main target here. So that is the reason why we have employee table information from employee. So we can take the data from employee table only. But along with this, we need to take department information of DNAME and location. So that is the reason, whatever the department number of the employee, we have to check in the departments table. So for example, employee department number is 10, then we have to check the department number 10 is available or not in the employee table. So that particular information needs to get from target, DEPT table. So this is only possible through our lookup transformation. So lookup transformation is always lookups the information on the any particular created table. So in that particular table, whatever the available information, the lookup transformation contains in here. So for example, if the source record is coming from EMP table, the record department number should always checks whether it is available or not in the lookup transformation. If the department number is existed in the department table, then it automatically, the condition is true, then it returns the data. If the condition is false, when the condition is false, if the department number is not available in the DEPT table, then condition is false. Condition false means it returns null data. So always it returns either not null information or null information from the lookup transformation based on the condition. It always checks whether the condition is true or not. If the condition is true, then it returns data. If the condition is false, then it returns null value. That is the thing here. So clearly observe, I'm creating the lookup transformation. So this is the lookup transformation. When you create this lookup transformation on the mapping designer, clearly observe, it always select a lookup table for lookup transformation. So here we can create the lookup transformation on any source tables. Source tables means here this is the source. Clearly observe, source folder from the navigator, repository navigator. In the source folder, we have flat files and we have DB, relational database tables. Whatever the tables you have available in the repository navigator, that means you already imported the tables. Those tables from, if you want to select one of those, then you can use. So actually here, we want to take DEPT. Actually, for example, if the DEPT is not in source, maybe it is in different other schema. So then you can select easily the other schema. Import from either relational database table, if the table is relational database, or a flat file, if the table is a notepad or a flat file or different thing. Okay, so we have two different options here. So for example, if the DEPT table is in our target database, that means in our repository navigator, so if the table is available in the target means in the target folder, whatever the tables we imported in the target designer. So then we need to select through the target only. And we can select source qualifier level also. So but here it is not possible. Here we want to take the table from source, target relational table. Here this is from source, just select source, DEPT. Just OK. When you click on OK, it automatically stop working. What happened? Yes. It is not saved. We can create now again. Sorry. Map underscore emp underscore dpt underscore lkp. It is connected. CONN. Okay. So from our source, we need to get the EMP table, and from our target also. I think target is also not created. Import from database. Yeah. DB number, delivery location, these two. Okay, and here is the EMP table. Just I want to map all the columns from EMP to target, close to target directly. Of course, we don't have any logic here. That's okay. Now, lookup transformation. This is the lookup transformation. Sources and from the target, from the source, DEPT table. Just so clearly here, automatically the transformation is created with 3 different columns of DEPT, right? So when you create the transformation, if the transformation ports are already default created, then the transformation only responsible to provide the data to target. We don't want to get the data from source, right?
Yeah.
So here, yeah. So actually here also the DEP number is available. Clearly observe here, we need to check the department number from source to target. For example, from our source to target, the each record is processed. When the each record is processed, the record of DPT number column is checking in the lookup transformation. So clearly observe, if you want to check the lookup transformation, you want to copy this DPT number from source qualifier to lookup transformation. But here there is no any input port, right? If the input port is available, then only we can copy the data, right? So still we can copy, but it is added as a new port. That's it. Okay. So it is added as a new port. Here we have DPT number from DPT and DPT number 1 from source. Okay. Of course, both are DPT number columns.
But we want it from the source. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I want to take DNAME and location, these two only from here to here. Understand? So clearly observe here, I am editing this. Go to ports. Here you can see port name, data type, precision, scale, input, output, and L. L means lookup. So whatever, when you create the lookup transformation, that particular table columns are available here by default, right? So those columns, only the lookup transformation columns. So that is the reason 1, 2, 3, first 3 columns only the lookup is selected. But last column, it is not from the DPT table. So it is for from source to lookup.
It is just data from DPT number 1 table, right?
Yeah. So here it is a return port. So for example, if the lookup transformation is unconnected, then we need to specify the return port here. Whatever, if the condition is satisfied, and then which port needs to return to target. So that is the thing. That is the reason why if the transformation is unconnected, we need to select the return port also. So that is a return port here, and associated port, and these are additional ports from the lookup transformation. And this is the properties. Here also lookup SQL override. So this can works as a source qualifier SQL query. So in our last example, I explained you about source qualifier. In the source qualifier transformation properties, we have a SQL query, first property. So after that, user defined join. After that, some other different properties, right? So in the SQL query property, we can generate the new query and we can customize our own query. So whatever, based on our requirements. So here also, lookup transformation is directly created on the database level DEPT, right? So DEPT, that means here also, in our each and every example, source qualified transformation also directly generated by the source table. Understand? So for this purpose here, we can apply the statements, we can apply the queries, database queries in either source qualifier level or lookup transformation level. When you apply any of the query, it directly executes in the source department, source table level and in the database law. Then it can get the data from database only. Okay. So here SQL or query, we can customize our own query and lookup table name is DEPT because the table name is DEPT only from source. And lookup source filter, here we can apply the source filter condition also. And lookup cache is enabled. Connection information. This is very, very important. So connection information means here the lookup transformation is created on the relational database level. Then if you want to get the data from source to target relational database DEPT, then lookup needs to always checks connects to database and it will get the data from DEPT table through the database. That is the reason here we have to specify the source connection information of DEPT table. Okay, here Oracle system source is our source connection. Next, go to conditions. Here we need to add a condition. So this is like a join condition, for example. Add a new condition here. When you add the new condition, by default, these are from lookup table columns. All these are.
Yeah.
Here we have different options for operator. For example, when you consider joiner transformation, in the joiner transformation we have only equal to operator, so we cannot use other than the equal to join the condition. Okay. So here we have different type of operator. Based on our requirement, we can use. That's not a problem. So just equal is our required operator, and this is the default port from source. So we just take one port. That is the reason transformation port is DEPT number 1. Just apply, and here we specify the connection information, and database type is relational database, and tracing level normal. Remaining all are default, so there's no problem. Okay, so transformation is created. Here, the data flow is like from source to target. When the data first record is going to target, the department number is goes to lookup transformation source, and it will check whether the existing department number in the DEPT. So if the condition is matched, that means if the condition is satisfied, then it returns the name and location because we connected these two ports only to target. Okay. So the connected transformation can return any number of ports. Understand? The connected transformation can return any number of ports. Of course, here we have 4 different ports are available. It can return 4 different ports also to target. So you can take some more 2 different columns also in the target. That's not a problem. But when you take lookup transformation as an unconnected, it can return only 1 port. So more than 1, it doesn't return. That is the thing you have to understand here. Okay, that is the difference between these two. So clearly observe, mapping is completed. So mapping is valid. Go to workflow. Right. Here I want to create one workflow wizard. WF underscore EMP DEPT and LKP connected. Next. So this is the mapping here. I just like it. Next, finish. Okay. So I want to specify the mapping connections. source, system source, and for target, sort target. Okay. Right. Just copy it. Save. Start workflow. Yeah, running. Okay, that's it. Now just check the data. Every data here. Target, password target. Okay, observe here. Except this record. If the department number is 20, research and Chennai, these two are the DNAME and location values. If the department number is 30, sales and Chicago for every record. If the department number is 10, account and Hyderabad for every record. For last record, department number is 50 from EMP table, but there is no corresponding records in the DPT. So here, for last record, the department number's condition is not satisfied in the lookup transformation. If the condition is not satisfied, then it returns null data. So that's the reason for DNAME and location values in the last record, the null. Understand?
Okay.
If the condition is matched from DPT, then it returns data. If the condition is not matched, then it returns null. That's the thing you have to understand here. Okay. We are getting the information from source EMP table only. Along with this, we have additional columns of DNAME and location. But these two columns, we are using the lookup transformation to look up and get the data. So based on the source record, the DPT number condition. Okay. And the same transformation in another example, really understand. For this, I want to create one more table.
For unconnected?
Yeah, for unconnected. EMP underscore
Department underscore unconnected.
Yeah, the target table name is different.
Right.
Right. Here, actually, when you create the lookup transformation as a unconnected, it can return only single port. That is the reason I want to edit this and add one more column only, not more than one column. Okay? Just to DNAME. Just apply. Okay. Generate and execute. Connect. Start. Just execute it right now. So from source and target study, then we can create mapping. Map, EMP, here also DPT, and
Okay.
lookup, but it is unconnected.
Unconnected.
Okay, this name is different. Unconnected. Then let's go here. Here it's EMP. This is source table. EMP underscore okay. This is our target. Right. So let's go here. Instead of using connected transformation, I am creating one unconnected transformation lookup. Okay. So clearly observe lookup unconnected. So just source from the source, DPT table, just okay. So it is created. So whatever the lookup transformation, either unconnected or connected, but the property is same. We need to create one condition. Based on the condition only, it can return the data. So if the condition is satisfied, it returns data, or not satisfied, it returns
Null
null.
data.
Data.
So if you want to take the condition here, then you have to take one input column, right, from the source. Actually, these three are output columns only.
Yeah.
We need to create one input column here. So that is the reason I want to take one additional column. So this is the DPT number underscore LKP. Okay, DPT number underscore LKP. LKP means it's a lookup port from source. So this actually the return port should be DP name. The return port should be DNAME. So as per our requirement, we need to get only DNAME column, right? So for example, if you want to select one more column for return port, deselect the other port. Clearly observe here. At a time, we can select one return port only. That means the lookup transmission and return single return port. So more than one return port is not possible here. So DNAME is our requirement. So I selected one DNAME column here. Okay. And conditions, added one condition. From lookup columns, DP number, and transformation port is a DP number underscore LKP. And from properties, we need to specify the connection information in addition. So this is the system source. That's enough. Lookup condition is not valid. Oh shit. This. Yeah, later I will do it. Now for the data, okay, everything is fine right now. That's okay. Right. So transmission is created. I don't want to use this. I just specify here. Okay. Now we want to call the lookup transmission. We want to call the lookup transmission to get the data. So if you want to call the lookup transmission, first of all, you have to pass the DPT number as an argument to lookup transmission. When you pass the department number as argument to transformation, then in the lookup transformation, lookup port will get the data for DPT number from function calling, from expression transformation. Then it checks the condition whether the condition is satisfied or not. If the condition is satisfied, then it returns the return port of DNAME. Then it takes the DNAME value and pass to target. So that is the reason here we have to take expression transformation. This transformation is only calls the function lookup transformation. Clearly observe here. I added. See here, I want to add one more column in the DNAME. That is the DNAME port. DNAME is a string. Okay. And in the property, nothing is there. Right, well, observe here. I want to add all to target. But we have to get the data to DNAME column. So that is the reason here I want to uncheck the input port. Then only we can enable here. So clearly, observe here very clearly, expression is enabled. DNAME. Here, delete this. Just clearly understand. In the left side functions folder, we have all different types of folders, right? These are all expression single row functions. Along with these folders, in the last, you will find lookup. How the lookup is available? In the last example, there is no lookup folder in our last expression example. If you want, just open and check. There is no lookup. When you expand the lookup, there is LKP trans. Clearly observe here. When you select LKP trans, this is the syntax here. DPT underscore LKP. What is the DPT underscore LKP? That is the port which is created by the user in the lookup transformation to get the data from source. Right or not?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So in this mapping designer, we create the lookup transformation. In that lookup transformation, it is a unconnected lookup. We created as an unconnected. In that lookup transformation also there is a input port. Input port is DPT number underscore LKP. Just we created. So that is the reason if you create expression transformation, it is automatically detects the lookup and input port goes. Okay. So clearly observe. All this looks like a function. All are other different type of functions. For example, if you select this function, See, function name in bracket different expression, right? Function name in bracket different expression. So see this, all these are different functions. Function syntax should be function name and expression. It depends on the function type. So this is also same. LKP trans. Okay. So LKP trans is the name of the lookup transformation. So when you double click on this, colon LKP dot LKP trans. That is the specification of calling the function. Function means calling the transformation. Here we have to specify the DPT number. Okay, clearly observe this. Validate. So here, when you call the lookup transformation, it passes the DPT number value from the source. So this DPT number is always from the source, right or not?
Yeah.
I'm selecting from expression transformation. In the expression transformation, we get the data from source qualifier. Source qualifier means it's a source information. So DPT number is a source value, right or not?
Right.
Yes, it is.
Okay, just your expression is passed successfully, just okay. So when you execute the transformation, it in the DNAME port, it calls the lookup transformation. When you call this lookup transformation, it passes DPT number to lookup transformation. In the DPT number, in the lookup transformation, there is one user-defined port, input port. That port will get the data from DPT number. Okay, so these based on our condition, the different department number from this source and existing DPT number of the lookup table, these two are matched. If the condition is satisfied, then we specify the return port or in the DNAME column. Okay, so then it returns the DNAME value. It returns the DNAME value. That value is assigned to DNAME port here in the ninth column. Really observe. Yes, okay. Now I want to use workflow. Here I want to add one more session only. This is unconnected transformation. Okay. Edit, mappings, select, system source, LKP trans, resource garbage. Select transformation, lookup. Here also we can use the properties. Expression transformation. Just save this, and we want to run this particular task only. This is the vision.
Start task.
Succeeded. So please check the data. Except last record. So if the department number is 20, always DNAME is research. If the department number is 30, always DNAME is sales. If it is 10, always accounting. But last record, department number is 50, there is no corresponding data in the DPT table of lookup. So then it returns null. In this case, the condition is not satisfied, right?
Right.
Yeah. Here it is. See, there is no connection here. Did you observe not?
Yeah.
There is
Because it's unconnected.
lookup is different. So it is unconnected. We can use this transformation as two methods. One is unconnected and another one is connected. Really understand? Okay. So the same way we can use stored procedure transformation also, is either unconnected or connected. So clearly observe. Before that, I want to create one stored procedure here. So if the stored procedure is available in the database level, then only we can call the stored procedure as a through stored procedure transformation in the database level. So that is the reason I want to create here. See. Username. System. System schema. I'm creating the stored procedure in the system schema. So clearly observe. Create procedure name. So procedure name should be, for example, total cell. Procedure name is total cell. Create procedure name. Here I want to provide the input ports. Sal, comma, commission, sal, in number, commission, in number, sal, in number, commission, in number, and T sal, out number. Okay, observe here. Stored procedure. I'm creating one stored procedure. This is a PLSQL programming. So create procedure name total sal in number. That means sal is a name of the what is that variable and parameter. Sorry. So these are all parameters. We have two different types of parameters: input parameter and output parameter. So we need to specify which is input and which is output. That is the reason here in out is the specification. So in means input parameter, out means output parameter. Here sal in number. Here sal is a parameter name, in is a input parameter specification, and number means it's a data type. So commission is a parameter name, in is input parameter specification, and number is data type. And T sal. This is a parameter, output parameter. So for this, out is the specification and number is data type. So sal as begin. So here T sal equal to sal plus NVL of commission comma 0. Because we have some commission values, null values, right? So if the commission is null, when you are applying some additional arithmetic operations on commission null values, then finally the result will be null. So that is the reason we are taking, if the commission is null, then it returns 0. So that is the reason NVL function is I used here. Okay. So NVL of commission comma 0 means always NVL function returns first not null value. If the commission is null value, then 0 always not null value. Then that is the reason it returns 0. So 0 plus salary equal to actual salary. So that is here. That's what here you have to understand. And a simple procedure, stored procedure created successfully without any errors. Okay, so if is there any syntax errors, then the stored procedure is created with some errors. So that is the message here. Okay, no problem. Right. So clearly observe. I want to create one addition target table. In the target table, rename underscore ESP, EMP underscore ESP. ESP is a stored procedure. This is the name of the EMP table. And this I want to add one more column as total salary. After the commission, add. That is T sal. This is number type, number PS. Right. This is fine. Generate and execute. Right, table is created. Now I want to create one mapping. Map underscore EMP underscore T sal. Okay, T sal is the logic. stored procedure. This is connected, SP underscore CON. Okay? So EMP table, T-cell is the logic, stored procedure transformation, this is connected transformation. Right, next here, SP. Like. It is. Yeah. First of all, it is connected transformation to commission column. Yeah, up to commission, the order is same, and last DPT number should be DPT. So we have to specify the value for T-cell. So for this reason, we will create the data. Of course, we can easily calculate the T-cell total salary through expression transformation also. Just to create the expression transformation, in that you need to take one additional port, and in the function expression you have to add sal plus commission. Then it will return always the total salary. But we are getting through database level. So we created one stored procedure to calculate the salary plus commission value. Finally, it returns total salary in the stored procedure, right? So here we will observe of X. This is the stored procedure transformation. When you created this, this is also import stored procedure. So import the stored procedure should be always in the relational database. So we need to specify the path, basic direction of relational. So I created this procedure in the system schema. So system connect total salary, right? So total salary is the stored procedure. Just select this and click on OK. So clearly observe this. Total salary is the stored procedure in the database. In this database, we created 3 different parameters. 2 are input parameters and 1 is output parameter. So that is the reason here, the sal and commission, these 2 are the input parameters in the stored procedure. So there is the input ports, but there is no output ports. So T-sal is a output parameter on the database level stored procedure, but here output port, there is no input. Understand? So from here, so clearly observe here, sal and commission, these 2 we need to connect here, and this we need to connect here. That's it. That's enough. And one more thing is we have to specify the property. Here also connection information. So if you want to execute the stored procedure through stored procedure transformation, then the stored procedure transformation needs to connect to database, then only it can execute. Then only it can pass the input values and it will get the return value, output value. So if you want to execute through transformation, then you need to specify the connection information for this also. Okay? Just apply okay. That's enough. Workflow. Here I want to create one more workflow for stored procedure. EMP, T-sal, stored procedure connected.
Next.
This is the mapping.
T-sal.
Right. See here, mapping connection, source, system source here. This is the target. Same, that's our target set of like truncate. Save. Now start workflow. This running. Exceeded, right? Your preview data. Right. So clearly observe here. This is T-sal column. 926.10, 926. Of course, T-sal we didn't just specify the what is it? We didn't specify any scale value. So that is the reason it doesn't allow any decimal values. Okay, so database type is different, so that is the reason it eliminates the decimal value. 926, 2152, and 1947. So these are the total values, total salary plus commission. Understand?
Yeah.
Right. We can use this and unconnected also to clearly observe. Same target table. Okay. Of course, if it is a connected transmission, we can use number of output ports. Of course, here also we can use number of output parameters. So if you use number of output parameters here, then only when you create the transmission, it will take these transmission ports as a output ports, right? So this is like only lookup transmission. Lookup transmission also, if it is connected, then it returns number of output ports. If it is unconnected, then it returns only single output port. So the same way, lookup transmission, procedure transmission also same. If it is a connected transmission, then it returns number of output ports. If it is a unconnected transmission, it returns single output port. That is the reason here. I'm taking same source as EMP table and target as EMP underscore SP. In this, we have only one single output additional port, the total salary. So same stored procedure transmission, but logic is different. Map, create mapping. Map, EMP, TSAL, stored procedure.
Unconnected.
Unconnected, okay? Right. EMP is the name.
Stored procedure.
We need to call the stored procedure through expression transmission. Okay. Here I want to create stored procedure also. This is just okay. Now here, edit, properties, target, system source. That's enough. Just okay. Plus create expression transmission from source all the columns to here, and here also we need to create one additional TSAL, which is decimal, yeah, decimal type. Uncheck this, open. So clearly observe here in the left side we have stored procedure. In the previous example we have lookup transmission. No, there is no stored procedure in the previous example. Right now we have stored procedure here, but there is no lookup transmission. So based on the created transmission on this mapping designer only, the expression transmission while creating, it automatically detects if there is any stored procedure or any lookup transmission. Just expand this total SAL. So clearly observe, SAL as double, commission as double. These two are the input ports here, right? So clearly, first one, salary, second one, commission, sorry, SAL, comma, commission, comma, PROC underscore result. That is the output port. Okay, so PROC, always PROC underscore result is the output port. Just validate expression passed successfully. Okay. Yes. Okay. Select all, connect to target. So this is TSAL. Okay. Just arrange all items. This is unconnected. Here I am creating additional session. This is unconnected. Link this. Edit. Mapping. Source. System source. Target. Already we have data. That is the reason truncate. Right.
Click start task.
Start task. That's it. See the view data. Okay. Any doubts?
No.
Right. So 4 transformations. Of course, 2 transformations in different examples. Right. Today, enough. I stop the class here today. And what about tomorrow? Are you available or not?
No, I
I
won't
am.
be available.
Huh?
I won't be available for Prasad tomorrow on Sunday.
Okay, then we'll have it on Monday.
Day after tomorrow? Huh?
Ooh.
Will you continue from Monday?
Yeah, Monday we can continue.
Okay, then our next class will be on Monday. Then our next example should be on XML examples, XML data. XML, we need to create one XML table, XML file.